everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. So, something funky is going on in the foodieverse. So, Shantal just posted a travel vlog. She's not in Kuwait right now, she's in Thailand. But guess what, y'all? She's in Thailand alone. She is all alone, allegedly. Allegedly. I'm still holding on to the theory that maybe she's not alone, that maybe Salah might be there and he's just in the background and doesn't want to be seen. So I'm kind of going with that because rule number one, Shantal lies. Rule number two, Shantal tells on herself eventually. But always remember rule number one, that she's a liar, a lying liar who lies. So you can't believe a word that comes out of that woman's mouth. Anywho, she did a travel vlog showing herself leaving Kuwait. She's on a visa run. That's pretty obvious. She went to Thailand because I'm sure it's cheaper and they have green products. And she loves her green products. I think she did a live as well. I'm going to check into that later. And she was, shall we say, flying high. So, yeah, let's talk about the possibility that Salah did not go with her. The theories around that are numerous. Theory number one, that Salah and Shantal, they didn't travel together because maybe Shantal bought 2 seats and she tried to do the 1 seat thing going to Thailand. And the airline told her, no, ma'am, you need 2 seats. So in order for her to travel and get out of Kuwait at the time that she was supposed to, she had to basically take up both the seats that were meant for her and Salah. She had to take them up herself. Theory number two, that Salah was never really supposed to go. He stayed back. Perhaps they had a fight. It just was all kinds of things. So, you know what? On that note, if Salah was waiting for an opportunity to get away from Shantal, this is when the window is open and he should just jump out of the sucker. He should just get out. This is a get out of jail free card right here. Like in Monopoly. Get out of jail free. Because the moment he put her on the plane, it was at least a 6-hour plane ride to get from Kuwait to Thailand. 6 hours. That's not counting the time that she's been in Thailand already. How much time do you need to pack up an apartment, grab all your stuff, grab the pets, make arrangements, and get out of there? How much time do you need? I'm sure he's got friends and family that if he said, I'm done here, I'm through, this is my chance to get away from her, I need some help. Like, how much time do you need to make that happen? If he wants to get away from Shantal, this would be the time. Pack up stuff in the apartment, go to the property manager, go to the property owner and say, just cancel the lease, just gather all of his stuff and go. It's not going to get any better than this. It's just not. If you want to get away from her, Salad, this is the time when you need to do it. Like, I'm not a fan of Salah. He's a scumbag too. He's a romance scammer and he got exactly what he deserved. But if he wants to get away from her, if he's been in talks with other people, serious talks about the fact that she's no longer a profitable problem, she's just a problem, and he's been looking for a way out, a chance when she's not there, this would be it. So if she went to if she went to Thailand and he stayed behind on purpose to get gone, like this is the window. It's open. Jump out of it while you can. So that's option 2. Option 3. He goes to Thailand like a fool and probably hoping that on the way back, she's going to be denied. And then he can say to her, sorry, babe, it's not me. It's you. I don't know if he's planning on At some point, she's going to be denied re-entry, and that will be his escape. But if I were Salah, I would not be counting on option 3. I'd be counting on option 2, like, because that is like the best chance to get rid of her, for sure. He's in Kuwait. She's in Thailand. She's thousands of miles away. You want to get away, Salad? Do it now. Pack up the stuff, pack up the pets, and go. Do not wait for Kuwait to say, no, Shantal, you can't come back. Because there might be a chance she can come back, and then all the headache and suffering starts all over again. Just go, sir. Just go. Get out of there. Disappear into the night. Cut this thing loose. Cut the string. Be done with it. I mean, those of us that watch this whole thing, we're tired of the Kuwait arc. It's boring. She's boring. On the note of her being in Thailand, I got to thinking just a few seconds ago before I came and started doing this video. Shantal, what she does, it's what she considers to be real life vlogging, even though she doesn't have much of a life. She's in Thailand. Salah is not with her. This is her chance to show all of us what she's made of. Like, he is not there. So she's there all alone. And we know that she's going to spend every day smoking the green products. I think we all understand that she's going to partake of the green as long as she can and spend all the money on fast food that she can before he gets there, if he gets there. Because if he gets there, he's going to, put a squash on that. But she's got the chance to show us what she's made of. What is she going to do while she's in Thailand alone? Is she going to take us anywhere? Is she going to show us anything? All of Girl World, we're all thinking and feeling the same way. That while she's in Thailand alone, she's not going to go anywhere. She's not going to show us anything. She's going to sit in her room alone and eat. She's going to make trips to the 7-Eleven to get some snacks, bring them back to the room, and that's going to be the extent of her quote-unquote travels. Even when Salah was there on the last trip, she didn't like going out. She didn't like the humidity. She didn't like the heat. She didn't like being seen out in public because people were staring at her. So it was a whole mess. And now that she's alone, her social anxiety is going to be at an all-time high. So, look, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they had a fight, and that's the reason why he didn't go, or he conveniently stayed behind so that he could find an escape plan of some sort. I don't know what the deal is, but I guess we'll find out. But if I were Salah, I'd be getting gone quick. He's got the time. He's got the opportunity. If he doesn't take it, he's the biggest fool ever. She used to be a profitable problem. Now she's just a problem. So if you want to get away from a problem, then you got to get away. As long as you stay near the problem, it's going to continue to be a problem. So we'll see, y'all. But I want to go over this little travel vlog of hers. There are some points of interest here. Before we do that, though, let's get into all the stuff on Twitter and see what the people on Twitter have to say, because they had to say a lot. So, where are we? Okay, just making sure I am where I need to be. So, for anybody who wants to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wow Girl Sarah. Lizzie says she traveled all that way, hot and sweaty, slept for 8 hours, had a shower, and then put the same clothes back on. Gross. Ew. Ew. So you travel in your clothes for 6 hours, and then you go to bed in the same clothes that you sweated in. So technically you're in the same outfit for 14 hours, sweaty clothes for 14 hours. You take a shower, allegedly, and then you put the same clothes back on. Foodie, did you not bring a clean outfit? Did you not bring clean clothes? I mean, you did have a washer and dryer in your apartment. You couldn't wash your clothes before you left? I really do hope that you brought at least one or two outfits, if not for your sake, for the sake of the wonderful people in Thailand. I really do hope that. I mean, there's just no excuse. You had a washer and dryer in your unit. Why didn't you use them? Why didn't you wash the outfits you were going to travel in, girl? That's just nasty. It makes no sense to take a shower and put dirty clothes back on. That is gross. Your body is clean when you get out of the shower, but the moment you put dirty clothes on, you're dirty again. It's ew, gross, nasty. Blech. I just ate too. Small silly cat, little dance. He's doing his little dance. So anybody that has a cat, you know about the butt wiggle. It's when they're stalking something and they're gearing up to pounce on something. But there's the cat butt wiggle. DX says, hi, I just got home from work. I'll recap this trash below. So she did a live. Y'all can see by her face. Look, 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 look at that face. Yeah, she's been smoking some green. And she's probably higher than she's ever been. You know, her body's been missing those green products. Look at her eyes. She got hamburger eyes over in Thailand. Yes, she does. Yup says some theories about why Foodie traveled to Thailand alone. Credit to the Kiwi farms. Let's look at the theories. Theory 1. There's absolutely no way she got lucky on both flights. I absolutely believe the airline told her she has to take 2 paid seats, and those empty seats are Salah's, and the emergency is she's big, and that's why he has to stay behind until she can buy him another ticket. Another person says, in fact, maybe they could only afford 1 seat, and she will purchase Salah's ticket seat when she gets her next pay. Well, that won't be until a month from now. But I bet she traveled alone because they wouldn't let her on without using the second seat meant for Salah. So now they have to wait for him to go on another flight. Also, Thailand again? Lame. Yep, I agree. It's lame. Going back to Thailand because it's a bit cheaper and because she wants those green products. But are we surprised? Not really. But there's always the chance that now that she's out of Kuwait might deny her re-entry. And I don't know if Salah is praying for that. I don't know if he's counting on that, but I wouldn't count on it. I would just pack up the place and go. A Chick and a Duck says Shantal's last return to Kuwait was April 24th or 25th, which means she should have traveled to renew her visa around July 24th. My theory is that she applied for a 30-day extension in July, which means she had to leave by August 24th, 25th, which is now. So she couldn't delay the trip. Nope. Well, Shantal is hanging on for dear life, being in Kuwait, hanging on by her fingernails. She doesn't want to leave. She's going to stay there until Kuwait forcefully kicks her out. Should she go back home to Canada? Yeah. Could she go back home to Canada? Yes. And I'm not encouraging Shantal to do this because if she did it, this would be a really crappy thing to do. But Pete's is in Canada and he's got a whole bunch of money. I mean, he put it out on the internet. He's got 15 grand. If Shantal wanted to go back home to Canada, I'm sure she could sweet talk Pete's and getting a place for the both of them using that money, and Pete's knowing how much he's still loyal to Shantal and he wants her back, he would actually do it. So let's look at this from 2 angles. Shantal has options to go back home to Canada. She has the option to go back home and live with Pete's again like she used to. And Salah, on his part, he's got options. He's got the option right now, if he's not in Thailand, while he's in Kuwait, to pack up his stuff and go. Just disappear. Pack up the apartment, get it all taken care of, cancel the lease, block her phone number. Family and friends, I'm sure, would help him with all the arrangements. And then poof, he's gone. What is she going to do about it? There's nothing she can do about it. She's not even there. She's not even in the country. So they both have options. There's a fork in the road for both of them. And if neither one of them are willing to go another way, well, they both deserve all the suffering they can get. Truth Seekers says she keeps saying they don't want to talk about it because it's personal. What is she sniffing? Green? He won't be there and she'll be alone the whole trip. So let's watch the clip from the vlog.
It was like,
oh, this is from the live. Sorry.
Bones and everything in it.
Look at her face. She's flying.
The night markets, yeah. I'm going to go to one.
Sure you are, by yourself. I believe that when I see it.
7-Eleven bees every day, yeah.
Yep, she agrees. Just 7-Eleven bees, yeah. She's going to go to 7-Eleven for all her food because if she goes to 7-Eleven right next to the place where she's staying, there's less chance of people staring at her. She can just waddle her butt down, get her snacks, go back to the room and hide.
It's not, who said it was a crisis, Peter Cottontail? It's not something negative. It's not something I have to be there for. It's something business related, actually.
Sure, business related. Business related. Is that what we're rolling with today, Shantal? You're so cute. That is so adorable. Well, bless your heart. And anybody from the South that knows about the bless your heart, you know that wasn't a compliment. So it was a business deal, right? What husband who has a wife that has a bunch of medical conditions that is not doing well health-wise would let their wife travel alone without them, knowing that they could have a medical event at any time and they won't be there to help? What real husband would allow their wife to travel by themselves knowing that that wife needs assistance or could need assistance? You're not in a real marriage, Shantal. No real husband who loves their wife for real would ever.
Chicken 65. It's something to do with others, something else. It's not negative. There's nothing negative about why he has to stay in Kuwait. It's just, yeah, something that came up. And
you know what, Shantal? I think you're in Thailand right now. I think this whole thing with you and Salah is over. And you haven't quite figured out the structure of how to tell us. You're still trying to figure it out in your head. What story, what narrative, what arc you could come up with to explain the two of you not being together and not look like a total fool. You're still working that out. That's why you're having trouble talking about it, that and the fact that you're high as a kite right now. But when you figure it out, you'll frame it and then you'll say, okay, this is what I'm going with, and you'll let us know.
You know, it's not like he's not going to come. It's just that he's going to be later. Inshallah. Hi, Capone Boxer.
You know that Salah right now, he's living his best life. The last time he dropped her off at the airport, the grin on his face was so genuine. It was so sincere. He was so happy. He was glowing. His glow up was the moment that she was gone. Remember back when he dropped her off at the airport and she had to go back home to Canada? He was practically hopping and skipping through the airport. You know he's happy right now, not having to deal with her basically contacting him and saying, go get me some donuts at midnight. Oh, he's a happy man at this moment.
Difference, Bella. I'm 4 hours ahead of Kuwait. Emergency is not really a good sign. Well, it is what it is. It's a situation we don't want to talk about publicly. Imani.
Yeah, why don't you want to talk about it though? I mean, look, you don't have to tell us all your business. But if it's just a business deal, like, oh, he stayed behind and he'll be along later, It's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. And I do find it's really weird that his flight is not scheduled. We're hearing he'll be along later versus, oh, he'll be showing up in a few days or a week. I mean, if I were a wife and my husband's going to join me on a trip, I would pretty much know when that's going to happen. It wouldn't be like, oh, he'll be here when he gets here. That's just weird to me.
But it's not like what you guys probably not what you guys are thinking. You know what I mean? The bathroom is like a little outdated here. Hey, Lulu.
She's so high, bro. Look at her.
Just have our reasons why I didn't wait. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, the reason why you didn't wait is because you couldn't wait. You were very happy in that apartment with the air conditioning, and you did not want to leave, but you had to go. That's a constant in Shantal's life. She doesn't do something unless she absolutely has to, and there is no other choice. She doesn't do things because she needs to, and it's important. She does things because she absolutely has to, and there's no argument to be had.
He's not coming right now, that's all. Can't wait to settle. Can you show us outside? I'm just like really tired.
Yeah, that's going to be a constant as well. I'm really tired, guys. I just traveled. Jet lag. We're going to hear that. I guarantee you we're going to hear that. Well, I've got jet lag. You know, it's really funny. When Shantal doesn't want to move, she'll make every excuse in the world why she can't move. Oh, my sciatica. She'll be dragging her foot. And yet if you put food in front of her, when she's motivated by food, she'll move with a quickness. Funny how her sciatica comes and goes like that.
Anyone talk about this movie? Nobody, I don't remember people talk. Oh, here's my inhaler. Hey, Paul. I didn't get my Timu, so primitive. No, private dancer. I'm not ragging on people. Hey, Jessica. There's some rooms you can smoke in, and there's some rooms.
Okay, she's being stupid. I'm moving on. All right, Jack of Hearts says, who travels and spends all that money because they're craving lukewarm microwave gas station hot dogs? Foodie, that's who. We all know this is why she's there, plus the green products. Now she's going to fake an illness so she can seal around and never leave except to eat more food. Yep. And that's why none of us in Girl World are excited for when she's traveling. She's in Thailand. It's a different background outside the door, but it's the same background inside the room. No matter where she goes, we see far too much of whatever hotel or motel room that she's in and not enough of the outside. She's been to Thailand before. And it was only because of Salah being there that we actually saw anything outside. Because he'd be pushing her to go do stuff. But while she was in Thailand the last time, people were staring at her and literally whipping out their camera phones. I remember her going to the restaurant. Somebody actually stood up behind her and whipped out their phone and pointed it at her while she was eating. And then, of course, let's not forget about the lady with the child, the one that Foodie made a point to touch the child on the head, which in Thailand is considered highly, highly rude. You shouldn't be touching other people's kids, Shantal. And in Thailand, you do not touch anybody on the head. That is bad manners. Very, very bad. But the woman remarking on the size of Shantal, I'm sure she remembers that incident. So why would she go to Thailand alone when she's got social anxiety? She doesn't like being alone in front of people. She doesn't like going outside. Why would she do that to herself unless something weird happened? Something really, really weird. Two-tailed caperer says the color of Chantal's skin versus the color of her clothes. Does she not realize how insane this looks? She's so bloated and swollen. She's literally turning shades of coral, salmon, and fuchsia. Yeah, wow. Wow. Like that's concerning. That is concerning. Tofu says her almost being hit by a motorcycle is sending me. Yeah, look, there's somebody behind her on the motorcycle. And can I just say, anybody traveling or you're just walking around, I know a lot of people blog and stuff, and you'll have like the selfie stick. It is just highly rude, in my opinion, to sit and do something like this. And you're walking out in the middle of the road, and all you're paying attention to is yourself in the camera view. Meanwhile, there's stuff going on behind you. Chantal, you're an idiot. You're walking out in the middle of the street. You're wanting to make your vlog, but you're walking out in the middle of traffic, counting on other people just not hitting you. You're stupid. You're stupid and rude. D Angry Scott says Foodie ate all the food offered on the flight there, but scoffed at its meager size. Feels sick after landing, so eats again, claiming she hasn't eaten in 11 hours. Falls asleep for 8 hours, then waddles around a busy street in the search for donuts. Thrilling travel content, Foodie. Yeah, like that second part. So she felt sick after her flight, so her answer is to eat again? Huh? I would think if you don't feel well that you'd want to hold off on eating. But not Chantal. I guess she handles her sickness a different way. Excuses. Oh, I can't get Julia fixed. It's too close to my travel time. Well, Salah is there, and it sounds like it's going to be a while before he's able to fly out. So since you're gone and he's there and he's the one driving the Timu mobile, can he not get Julia fixed while you're gone? You just give him the money and he can get her fixed, and when and if you come back, the cat's already done. And while you're away, maybe throw some extra money in to get her groomed and get her nails trimmed. I mean, you could do that. You could just call him on the phone. Hey, Salah, I'm setting you about $300. Please get her fixed, get her nails done, get her groomed. And now when I return, then she'll be all done. And you could do that. But of course, you're not going to do that. You want that money for takeout. Raptor Watcher says, why in the heck would you travel alone to a country during monsoon season? She'll be stuck in her room the entire time. Did she get booted out of Kuwait but didn't want to go back to Canada because her mom has restrictions? Very sus. Yeah, I think it's very sus too. She just doesn't want to go back home to Canada. She doesn't want to go back there. She should go back there. She should go back home and check herself into inpatient. That would be the smart thing to do. But of course, she's not going to. She's insisting on being in Kuwait. She's trying to force herself in Kuwait. Like force Kuwait to take her. I don't know what the grand plan is, Chantal. If you think that you can get yourself to a size where you are bedbound and you think Kuwait can't get rid of you, trust me, they can and they will. They'll put you on a boat, a train, whatever it takes, but they will get you out of the country. They will. They don't want someone who's a burden on the healthcare system staying in their country. It's just not going to happen. So I am wondering if Salah purposely stayed behind because he's planning his escape, or he's hoping that enough time will pass where if you try to get back into Kuwait, you're going to be denied reentry. Like I said, if I were him, I'd go with option 2. Just disappear. What has he got to lose? He had a gaming channel, but he'll never be able to game on there again, thanks to Shantal. If he left her, what would change? He'd have his freedom back. He'd be able to hang out with friends and family. I'm sure there are people around him that would help him get away from Shantal with a quickness. What has he got to lose? He's not on her channel anyway. I don't know how much money she's paying him, but whatever she's paid him, it can't be worth all that much. Like all the life that he's losing because of her. Like, it's time to go, sir. It is time to go. D. Angry Scott says, if this is the story Foodie is giving, it's 100% that they wouldn't allow her to fly with the seat at her size, and she couldn't just buy or get a free second seat. Yeah, like the more weight she gains, every time she travels, the more seats she has to buy. You know, like she's gotten away with getting a seat for free in the past, but she can't do that anymore. She's getting far too big. And the airlines have to look out for the passengers. They don't want a lawsuit on their hands. So if you're of a bigger size, you have to get a second or even third seat. They have to make sure that you're comfortable and that you're safe and that people around you in the plane are also safe. That's just the way things are. Like, if she complains about buying that second seat, well, if you lost some of the weight, Shantal, maybe you wouldn't need that second seat. Then it would no longer be a problem. See how that works? Mo Translate says Shantal is in Thailand by herself because Salah has a personal emergency. Yeah, okay. The timing of the personal emergency, right when she has to travel. Isn't that something, y'all? Doesn't that sound suspicious? And she's not going to talk about it. She's in her hotel room eating donuts and hot dogs. Salah might rebook his ticket and join her later if he can. Now, that part, he might rebook his ticket. They're supposed to be a couple, but he might rebook his ticket and join her if he can. I thought they were supposed to be a couple. If you're a husband, wouldn't you want to be with your wife? Especially if she needs you to be there to watch over her. So what is this might stuff? A real relationship would never. You know, a husband's going to be there for his wife, and a wife will be there for her husband. There's no might. There isn't. He might rebook his ticket. He might rebook it. I don't think he's going to rebook his ticket. Nope. I just don't feel it. No, I'm not feeling it. No, he's going to be in Kuwait and enjoy himself as long as he can without her there. If he has to go to Thailand, he's going to put it off and put it off and put it off until the very last possible second. But you got to know, he's going to party like it's 1999. He's going to be off in the red room. She's going to come home to a brand new couch. The party is already on right now. I'm sure if there were hidden cameras all over the apartment, there's a party going on as we speak. He might have ladies over there right now. He's living it up. Happy that she's gone. Very, very happy. You know, thinking about it, this might explain why Chantal's been going ham with the food for the last week. She was doing that emotional eating. Like, maybe this might explain why she was eating so much. I mean, yeah, she's got high blood sugar and she's taking the insulin, and those things will make you eat. But she's an emotional eater. And if she was stressing out about traveling alone and how stressful it would be and how scary it was, and the fact that she can't control Salah, this would explain part of it at least. The fact that she can't see what he's doing, she doesn't know what he's doing, what's going on behind her back. Is there going to be another scandal while she's gone? This would explain it. Milky Chai says Foodie is flying high. Pupils the size of dinner plates, glassy, watery, and red. Yep, green. She has suddenly developed a weird lisp and can barely string together a sentence, stuttering and slurring her words. Well, yeah. She touched down in Thailand, and, well, that didn't take long, did it? Rachel Langley says, you mean Dumbo doesn't know how to take care of a cat and a hamster? You say some stupid stuff. Don't clutch your pearls or anything. Dang. Now I understand you're telling everyone that you loved hotel beezing because you knew you were on your own. So I guess this is from the live or the video? I think the video. Let's watch.
You know, book on how to take care of them the way I do. He does too, but like I'm their mom, you know? So
you're not much of a mum. You don't take care of your pets. You can't even change the litter box. You don't get the nails clipped. You don't get them groomed. You're not getting your cat fixed. So how are you there, mom?
Anyway, so that's why. That's it. He'll come when he can. Inshallah. It's in the hands of God right now.
I hope he doesn't come at all. I hope he just leaves you stewing in Thailand all by yourself. You know what would be glorious, girl world? All my lovely, wonderful subscribers. You know what would just make my day and dill my pickle? I would love it if she were in Thailand alone for a long time. And her thinking that Salah is going to be along when he does, and he never shows up. And while she's gone, while she's in Thailand, he pulls a major screw job on Shantal. He packs up that apartment, packs up the pets, changes his phone number, disappears into the night, and leaves her high and dry and stranded in Thailand. And she can't get back into Kuwait. And she's got to go home to Canada. That would be amazing. Oh, that would be so good.
But he's.
I know when I did the tarot reading, I did sense something funky with the travel. I sensed something funky was going to happen with the travel. Like they were not going to travel together, or she'd be. Y'all saw when I did the tarot reading, like I sensed that they were not going to travel together. Like something funky would happen, and she's by herself. Hello, YouTube says, so she gets to the hotel, orders the food, and claims she is starving. Then she goes out after sleeping and sees what's around town. She almost gets ran over 1 million times. She finds a donut lady and, of course, buys some. Of course she does. Of course she does. When the cat's away, the mice are going to play. So Salah's not there to monitor her food. So she's going to smoke the green and she's going to eat the food as much as she wants. Nellie says, come on, Shantal, we're constantly talking. Home Alone legend already proved that was a lie. Why keep saying it? Trying to convince yourself he isn't looking for another Kai Bella. This is from the live. Let's watch.
Even though, like, we haven't been really distanced, like, we're constantly talking.
Yeah, sure. When you're not constantly talking. You're not constantly talking. Why are you lying? He has your life. He has his own life. You have your own life. You guys are just employer and employee. That's all it is. It's just a business agreement, a business transaction / arrangement. It's not that deep. You want it to be deeper, but it's not that deep. He doesn't love you. He doesn't want to love you. He is repulsed by you. It's just a money thing. And anymore, the money isn't even there. Do you understand that, Shantal? You used to be a profitable problem. And that's why the people that were around you in Kuwait put up with you. Because you were a profitable problem. There was money in the whole thing for whoever it was that was involved. Now you're just a problem. Talks have been had. Meetings have been had about you. Phone conversations. What are we going to do about her? How do we handle this? I guarantee you those conversations have been had behind your back. See, you forgot the important element that as long as you were bringing in the big money, those that were around you will put up with you. But the moment that money started to go down and go down and go down, and you became more and more sick and less mobile, like you became more of a burden than profitable. This whole thing was based around money. If you're not making the money and giving up the money, those people that are helping you and putting up with you, they're going to say, I'm out. Let's cut this thing loose. Let's cut it off. And I think you've reached that point already. Like the people that are around you, they're ready to cut you loose. Because it's just the juice ain't worth the squeeze. It ain't. D. Angry Scott says, wow, such stunning, unique travel content, Foodie. traveling back to the same country and exactly same area hotel you stayed in last year, sleeping all day to recover from traveling, only waddling outside to retrieve donuts and snacks, 7-Eleven mukbangs in your dingy hotel room. Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why Girl World isn't excited. We already know what's up. We already know. Lime Jello says, now we know why we only saw her luggage being packed. It didn't see any of Salah's luggage with hers in that second bedroom. He was never going with her. Nope. 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 I think things have broken all the way down. All the way down. Because why else would he turn down basically a free trip to Thailand? If he enjoyed the green products there, if he enjoyed the red room situation there, why would he turn down a free trip? Unless he's done with her. Unless she's intolerable. That he cannot stomach spending time with her in Thailand and dealing with all her nonsense. He is through, Shantal. He is so through. And he's probably hoping that Kuwait denies you re-entry back. He's like, please make it happen. Yup Yup says, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Burger King. No. You're not right for that, Yup Yup. But yeah, you're wrong for that, but you're so right. Okay, now I posted this earlier. And after I posted this, there are people that came forward. I said, so Fraudy did a video in Thailand and swears she traveled alone. But clock all those waters behind her. She could never carry all that. Too heavy. Y'all think she's lying and Salah is there, but she's trying to create fake drama. So it was pointed out to me that room service could have brought those waters to her and put them on the table. That's fair. You're right. That could have happened. I just thought it looked funny at the time. She's there by herself and Shantal cannot pick up something heavy and put it on a table. In the apartment, you saw a bunch of water sitting on the floor like it was just stacked there. So I'm like, that looks weird. He's not supposed to be there, but yet here's this heavy stack of waters on the table. Where'd they come from? Who brought them up there? So fair point. Room service could have delivered them for her, but it just looks funny. It looks real funny. Okay, so we're all caught up with the Twitter stuff. Let's go on to the video, and I'll take a look at the live in a minute. Let's see her traveling alone. Let's see what she has to say. And and of course, Salah has to get all the shady angles. Of course he does. He's getting all those shady angles. He's getting one right now. Look, he's getting those shady angles of Shantal. Making sure to show just how big she really is. Okay, let's go.
First, I got my favorite Scotch latte from Mug Coffee.
Shantal, you are not 330 pounds, ma'am. If you are 330 pounds, I will eat your ugly hat. I'll eat it in front of you. If you're 330 pounds, you're at least 500. I don't know why you keep lying about your weight. And that's with the filters on, y'all. That's with filters. Imagine what she'd look like without them. Good Lord.
With extra ice?
Like a kick.
My first leg from
Sorry, it just jumped ahead for some stupid reason.
1:30 p.m. First, I got my favorite Scotch latte from Mug Coffee with extra ice.
You know, Shantal, look, this is not me fat shaming you. I'm just pointing this out to you. Just if you ever watch this video, it's just something for you to think about. In this moment, when you're walking to the airport, the way you're walking, you didn't used to walk this way. 2018, you walked just fine, but the heavier you get, the harder it is for you to walk. the more pressure all of that weight is putting on your joints, on your knees, on your ankles. Okay, just this is how it's affecting your body. That's what I'm trying to say.
Here, checking in for Thailand.
And that sweater dress thing looks skin tight on her. That does not even look comfortable. The arms look way too tight.
Hey guys, so I just checked in my baggages. Had one big suitcase in my carry-on. I was able to check those
She is out of breath. She's so out of breath.
in. Use the restroom. Now I'm gonna head to my gates for my first leg from Kuwait to Oman, and then it's gonna be Oman to.
I'm gonna miss you, babe.
No, you're not. I'm going to miss you, baby. Pats her on the arm. See you later. Get on the plane so I can go back and play in the red room. Hurry up. I got things to do.
I'm gonna miss you so much, you and the pets.
Oh, just take care of yourself and have a safe travels.
So that's the way he's sending her off in the airport. He's going to pat her on the arm. There's no goodbye kiss. There's no nothing. I'm not saying he has to make out with Shantal, but any husband that has a wife and your wife is going to leave your side and go somewhere for quite a while, you're not just patting her on the arm. That's just the shade of it all.
Thanks, babe.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
Yalla, goodbye, honey. Cute. I hear goodbyes.
Plan. She's like, okay, now that we've said goodbye, turn off the camera and I'll walk to the camera and you could say goodbye to me again. Make it seem like you actually care. Yeah, get on the plane,
Honey, I love
Shantal.
you.
He can't stand you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And it's so rude for her to sit there and film everybody in front of her. Maybe they don't want to be on camera. Why do they have to be on camera? Why are you making this part of your content? Like, there's no reason for her to be filming these people. This is all filler footage. She could have cut this out. There was no reason to include this stuff in with the video.
So it's my first time flying with Oman Air, and it was okay. I mean, the seats were pretty comfortable, on par with Qatar Airways, I found. Good thing is we had a middle seat in between me and this nice lady sitting with me, so that was nice.
I feel bad for her. The lady sitting next to Shantal, I pray that before Shantal started out that morning, that she bathed herself properly. Because sitting in a tube for hours next to somebody who hasn't had a shower, it's got to be the worst. Moving on. We're skipping ahead. Like this, like, why do we need to see all of this? We don't.
That's okay.
which was a vegetarian curry chickpea puff and a piece of cake, and it was actually pretty tasty. And I had some pineapple juice with
Oh,
it.
look at her!
I
Like she couldn't even pull down the tray for herself. She's using somebody else's tray. Let's go back and see that. Let's go back and see that. That part, I don't want to miss that part.
So the flight to Oman was short, so they just offered a snack, which was a vegetarian curry puff and a piece of cake.
All right, my mistake. I could admit when I'm wrong. So Chantal is taking up 2 seats because there's a seat that she's in. There's the one in beside her that she had to pull the tray down on the second seat because she can't pull the tray down directly in front of her.
And it was actually pretty tasty. And I had some pineapple juice with it. I love curry chickpea, so this was actually good. The sun was setting as we were flying into Oman, and it looks incredible from a plane. What you're seeing is genuine unease and fear. There was quite a bit of turbulence as we were approaching Muscat, and I was terrified.
And you know what, Chantal? This should be a giant wake-up call. You traveling alone, this should be a giant wake-up call to you. You talk all the time about how you want to travel around and do things, and you're a world traveler going abroad, and you're all by yourself. You know? You're all by yourself. You're in really bad health and you're traveling all by yourself. Salah is not there to protect you or assist you. And this is what life will be like with you at your current weight and your current health, and you're traveling all by yourself. Do you see how hard it is? Like the struggles that you're going through? Pay attention to that. Your body is telling you, look, we are struggling. Give us a break. Just you flying from one destination to another destination. Every little thing is a struggle. Everything. These are reality check moments. You've been living in Delululand. These are reality check moments where you should realize maybe laying around like a seal is not ideal. Look at how much harder life is when I'm not laying around. She's on an escalator and she's out of breath and she's sweating on an escalator.
In Oman, the Muscat airport.
Like, see, look, you'd see behind her. She's on the escalator. She's not even walking. She's on something that just, like it moves you forward. Like, how are you sweating and why are you out of breath on that?
Going to transfer. Some very unique sitting areas. Looks like sand dunes. So I'm going to be looking for the A-Gate duty-free store. I'm tempted to go buy a lipstick at Clinique, but I'm going to wait to spend my shopping money in where I'm going. All right. A-Gates are this way. Let's go confirm our flight. Wow. This looks cozy.
She's so out of breath and she's not even moving that fast.
I'm out of breath, yes.
Yes. You are.
A lot of walking.
Yeah, well, this is the price you pay for acting like a seal and not being a seal. Even seals swim once in a while, Foodie. Seals have to swim to go hunt fish because that's what they eat, fish. So treating your immobility as a joke and joking about it and saying, I'm going to lay in the seal position, you're not a seal. This is the price you pay for trying to act like a seal, but not actually being a seal.
Any baggage found unattended.
Because that's exactly what this is. She made this video as long as possible when she didn't have to be.
You know everything when I get to my hotel. We'll have a chit chat. So just enjoy the journey of getting to where I'm going.
You're not enjoying it. You're not enjoying the journey to get to your destination. We're enjoying watching you suffer, but you're not enjoying it, Foodie.
And I'll talk to you soon. Oh my gosh, this nice old man just brought me my passport and boarding pass because I left it over where I was sitting over there.
How did you make it this far in life? You're traveling and you've traveled before and you're going to leave your passport wherever?
Can we board now? What time is it? Ready to go. Babe, I wish you were here.
I bet. Babe, I wish you were here. It's so awkward being out in public all by myself. I bet he's not even paying attention. I bet he's not even thinking about you. He's having a good time in the red room.
Okay, I can't wait. I'm going to spoil the surprise. I'm going to Bangkok.
We kind of knew you were going there, Foodie. I mean, you don't have much money. Where else are you going to go? You're going to go to the cheapest place. You like the fact that Thailand has green products. It was a no-brainer.
I'll explain everything when I get to the hotel, like I said. Here it is. I'm in the middle row and no one's sitting beside me. Woohoo!
So this was the one and only meal service on this 6.5-hour flight, and the salad had no dressing. The pasta had no.
She sounds peeved. Y'all hear it in her voice? She sounds peeved. Look at what they gave me. They gave me salad with no dressing. I got no butter for my muffin. How dare they serve me normal portions? Where's my backup meal?
No cheese, and the bread had no butter.
Oh, see, there we go, like complaining about no butter for the bread, no dressing for the salad. Who do they think they are? I want to speak to the manager.
It was actually really tasty. The tomato sauce was really good, and I was starving, so I ate it all.
You know, she would eat that food even if she wasn't starving, because if there's one thing that will not go to waste in front of Shantal, it's food. She will not let food go to waste. Even if she's on an airplane, the food is not great. She'll eat it just because it's there. And she's going to say, hey, I paid for my ticket. It's free food. I might as well eat it.
Here we are at the busy airport. I'm gonna have to get a SIM card soon.
That's kind of confusing to me. Like, she's been to Thailand before. Wouldn't she still have the other SIM card that she bought for Thailand? Why wouldn't she have that on hand?
All right, I got my SIM card already, and that took like 2 seconds. And it was cheaper than I thought. It's like 1,200 baht for 30 days of unlimited 5G data and calls. All right, we have to check what carousel our luggage is coming on. It's a very big area, but that was a blast, our breeze. And did you know that it's 60 days now for a tourist visa here? Okay, let's see. Where's Oman Air? Yeah, where's my stuff?
Okay, so I was talking to a friend earlier, and that just kind of confused me because I've heard that the tourist visa is it a tourist visa for Thailand or the tourist visa for Kuwait? I'm kind of confused. So I guess in Thailand, maybe you could only stay for 60 days. I'm not sure. I get so confused with the visas that she's on and she's under.
I get nervous. All right, going to see if my boat ride is here. Let's go see. Bye-bye. Bangkok Airport for now. It's so humid, I'm sweating buckets.
So I just wanted to get to the hotel after this long travel. I had serious jet lag.
Oh, geez. Jet lag. She only traveled for 6 hours.
And I was so nauseous. I was coming down with something, and because of the traffic in Bangkok, especially in the morning, I had to endure another hour and 10 minutes ride from the airport to the hotel in the back seat. And I just had my eyes closed the whole time in between filming these little clips for you guys because I was so nauseous. I don't know how
You were so nauseous, but the moment you got back to your room, you were eating junk food. You went straight to that 7-Eleven and you got junk food and you went to get donuts. So how nauseous were you really? Because the last time I checked, when you feel nauseous, you don't chow down on the junk food, liar.
held my composure, but I somehow did.
Okay, when I say...
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, flag on the play. She was nauseous, y'all, but yet look what she's eating. Look, is this something that you would eat when you're nauseous? I don't think so.
I was literally almost starving, I swear.
I was so almost starving. Shantal, you don't know what true starvation is. You think going a couple of hours without food is starving. You don't get to be 500 pounds and you've starved, okay? You're not starving. You're over exaggerating things. You don't know what starvation is.
I haven't eaten in like 11 hours and like running around the airport.
How does that possible? You were on a 6-hour flight. They fed you during the 6-hour flight. I'm sure that while you were in the airport, you could buy snacks. So why are you acting like in the time that you were on the airplane, you had nothing to eat when clearly you did?
Now, I know I said I don't like eggs, but have you ever had fried egg this way, like with basil? Anyway, this is all halal. And I'm gonna like eat because I'm so hungry. I've been craving Thai food. It's minced chicken with basil, fried egg and rice. I'm so hungry.
So she's nauseous, but she's eating like things that have been fried. Wouldn't that upset your stomach?
Sleep, and I'll see you guys. I wanted to film more on the ride back, but I was so tired. Oh, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, I really needed that rest. These pillows are so comfy. Oh my gosh. Hey, CPAP. I smell Thai food everywhere. There's a place here across the road I want to try. I think it's for food. We're going to try that one of these days. And there's these little fishies. Isn't that cute? I'm probably the only person who thinks fish are cute, or no? Hello. It's like a jacuzzi for the fish. It's hard to cross. It's hard to cross the street because there's constant motorcycles going around. I want to see what this lady is selling. I'm curious. It looks like fruit, maybe. Oh my gosh! And I'm like on a side street too. You gotta fight for your right to cross. What is here?
Amazing how quickly she moves when she's motivated by food.
Oh, garlic and vegetables. Okay.
Up, healthy stuff. We got to turn away from that. It's not junk food, so she's not going to get it. See? Vegetables, fruit, ew, we can't do that.
Just checking. I don't want to get run over by.
Yep, and we're going straight for the 7-Eleven. So the healthy option was across the street. She was almost there. She's going to turn around and go back to the 7-Eleven.
Bike. Oh my gosh. I got to get over. Here's the 7-Eleven. This here is a spirit house. They give offerings out front of every establishment. They believe that it gives protection. So, whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get hit by a freaking. Okay. I want to see what they have down here. Now, they used to sell these little donuts.
You were just at the 7-Eleven. You couldn't get donuts there. I guess that the 7-Eleven is not enough for her. She's going to go to another location and load up on the snacks before she goes back to her room. Oh, wait. Or maybe she's not really going to get donuts. Maybe she's looking for a green store. I mean, she has been there before. Then she should know her way around about where the green store is located at.
Is this the donut person? Yes, the donuts.
What is it about donuts these days, Shantal? Like you were on a serious donut kick. You went donut crazy in Kuwait. Now you're doing the donut thing in Thailand. I mean, girl, what is it with you and donuts?
Okay, so we have 4 bots each. So we'll get 5. Yeah.
Diabetes says who?
Yes. Sure. Yeah.
Chantal, back up. The person's trying to make your donuts. Back up and let them work. God, that is so rude. Chantal was like literally over that person's shoulder and they're trying to make the donuts and she's like just breathing over their shoulder. Girl, stand back and let them do their thing.
They're so good. Do they come with sauce? A sweet sauce?
Oh, because it's, the donuts just aren't sweet enough unless they're covered in sauce.
Yeah. Yes, please. Sweet sauce. All right, now I'm going to 7-Eleven to see if I can get something for my sore throat.
Sure you are. Sure you're going to the 7-Eleven to get something for your sore throat. Mm-hmm. And while you're in there getting something for your sore throat, you're going to find more sweets and just add that to the pile because 5 donuts just aren't enough. That's just an appetizer.
Later, because I'm not going to get like a real dinner.
Why not? Honestly, that chicken dish that she had in front of her earlier, like the portion of that was so enormous. That looked like a portion you could easily split up in like to 3 meals. That looked really filling. So it's something of that size, she could divide up and make into a couple of meals.
33 baht for laundry detergent so I can do it in my sink.
But you're not going to. Can anybody picture Chantal hand washing her clothing in the sink? Because I can't. I don't think she'd be that dedicated to being clean.
So this is very popular. Yadam. I'm going to try the original for now.
What is that?
Let's see how it goes. It's an inhalant. Now for my throat. This is all cough stuff. I can't read Thai.
How do you know exactly what you're picking up then if you can't read Thai? Like, do you know what that stuff is? Do you know what it's used for?
Cough drops?
So that stuff, that inhalant, what was that for?
Lozenges, there we go. Okay, let's antiseptic. Let's try this. And let's try what are these? I don't know. Let's try some of these. 25 baht.
Back to the store. Whew. All right. It is humid. It's not even, compared to Kuwait, it's like not even that hot. Like when I landed yesterday, it was like 28 degrees, but it's humid. So it sticks, you know? So, all right. I picked up, you saw what I picked up? These donuts.
She says, I got too many. Of course you did. Because if you got a couple, you would think that you were restricting yourself and you'd freak out and go get more. Because God forbid you just get a couple of donuts. You got to get at least 5.
These little, they're like fried dough with this like sweet coconut pandan. I think it's like a pandan sauce. So let me just try one for you guys. Beauty bite. I won't even tell you. I got a few. They're super cheap and I wanted to like support their business and stuff.
Sure, that's what it's all about. I'm going to go to Thailand and I'm so charitable that I'm going to buy donuts and stuff from small vendors because I'm doing it only because I want to support small businesses. Sure, Shantal, sure. Had nothing to do with the fact that you had a sweet craving and they just happen to be right there next to your hotel.
I got a case of water, which I lugged all the way here.
Okay, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I can admit when I was wrong. I saw the little still from the video and I thought, why is that case of water there? How did it get there? Is Salah there and hiding himself? And she's just pretending to do drama. So I stand corrected. I was wrong. I can say I was wrong. She got the case of water. Maybe she got it from room service. And they brought it up for her. I just thought it was weird that there was an entire case. And I thought to myself, how could she carry all that stuff up there by herself? She has trouble walking. So I was wrong. I can say I'm wrong. It's okay. But I guess she got the water herself.
So I have to put that away. I needed a new charger, so I just got one for 99 baht. I love how their drinks come in this little bag. So I just put ice. Because ice will feel good on my throat. Actually, I'm gonna pour one of these bad boys. 0 sugar in it. I think it fits a whole bottle. Yeah, it does. Exactly a whole bottle. Okay. They were the cheese toasties. They sell out fast, especially since they've been viral on social media. These are super cheap and they're super good. They're like ketchup chips. I got these antiseptic.
Oh God, are we doing like a little grocery haul in Thailand? Is that what she's doing? Let me just buy a few boring items and turn that into a grocery haul. Oh Lord.
Capsules you saw. I think it's a gin.
Cares.
Okay. I got a couple of these.
Move it along, Chantal. Nobody cares about what you bought or why. Just move it along.
Spicy noodles.
No care.
Well, because I'm too cheap to pay the laundry fees. I don't know. Last time I got my laundry done, but maybe I will again. But anyway, soap is soap, right? Whatever. It was buy one, get one free. I'm such a mess. Okay, I got a little body wash because I actually forgot my body wash. And then I'm going to try this. This is super popular. I think it's called Yadam. Yadam. It's an inhalant. Compound herb inhaler. And inhale once for the symptoms of vertigo. So it's menthol, camphor, bomiol, eucalyptus oil, and other herbs. And people say that this is addictive to inhale. See, it's like a little pouch with the herbs.
Is that why she got it? Because she might be getting in an altered state with it? Is that why she got it?
Let me try it. It smells like Vicks. I need that right now. Oh. Because I do feel nauseous and dizzy. Ooh. That really gives you like a kick. But these are super popular amongst Thai people. And I've seen a lot of expats who live here like talk about it.
So is that something that puts her in an altered state? Because I'm not familiar with the product nor what it does. Did she get the product for the purpose of getting into an altered state of mind, so to speak?
All right. And then I got my hot bag of food. So you have some halal, the infamous halal wieners. Oh, she didn't give me any sauce, chili sauce. Oh, well. Sometimes they give you chili sauce. So it's basically just a halal sausage on a stick. See the halal mark here?
We don't care, Shantal. I don't care about the doggone food. Shut up. Didn't you tell people you were going to say what happened with you and Salah? Let's get to that part. We don't care about what food you're eating in Thailand. It's the same food you were eating in Kuwait. It's the same food that you eat in Canada. Can we move it along, please?
My body is not really that sore because I like I had a nice hot shower before I went to bed, and it really helped me.
We don't care about your self-care.
I rub myself in.
It does not concern us. Move it along.
The like Asper cream type of medication cream. And I slept for a good 8. I think stomach illness, but
you know, Chantal, when you eat every 2 hours and you're putting all kinds of different foods in your stomach, yeah, you're going to get an upset stomach from that. You also don't have a gallbladder, which means you're probably going to go to the bathroom more. You're not doing yourself any favors staying out of the bathroom by constantly eating. You never give your stomach a break. It's never empty. It's never at rest. You're always keeping it busy.
So the way they do the minced chicken here is a little different than what I'm used to. They like chop up everything. There was like so much bone and cartilage in that meal. I'm sorry if it grosses you out. But one crunchy thing and chicken and I'm done. And it was like all crunchy things. So I think they just chopped up like all the.
See, like that's weird. I've seen this woman eat fried chicken. Isn't that a crunchy thing? That is a crunchy thing. But she's complaining about crunchy things in her meal. Make it make sense.
The dark meat, like the leg, there was skin. Like it has to be pure breast for me or else no. So that's just how I am taste-wise. I'm not used to it like the other type. Like they just eat, they don't mind. Like they're not like, you know, like that. They don't care. It's chicken is chicken, you know, it's food. It tasted really good, but it's just a texture thing for me. And the way I was raised, I can't do it. Like, you know, so yeah, I was pretty much raised on chicken breast whenever we ate chicken. So just not for me, but it was still good. The stuff I ordered with it was good. I had like people in life from any culture.
Okay, you know what? I don't care about the food. Can we talk about the situation with Salah? Because that's what I'm here for. I don't care about the food. I don't care about your little 7-Eleven haul. I'm here to talk about Salah. Can we do that, please?
Even chicken wings sometimes are risky for me. So, but anyways, so I'm going to just like start cleaning up and unpacking and stuff, edit this video for you guys, try to go live as soon as I can. But it's so busy out there on the streets. It's just like, you know, it never sleeps out there. And there's a really cool restaurant across the way. Maybe I'll try dinner with you guys.
Moving on.
Salah is not here right now because he had last minute emergency.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he had a last minute emergency. The timing of it all is suspicious. A last minute emergency that just so happened right about the time that Shantal had to depart. It couldn't happen way before, had to happen right when she's got to leave. Huh. And there's no idea of when he's going to be coming to Thailand. Oh, he'll come along later, she says. He'll be here eventually. As if he'd want to be there. As if Shantal is some kind of fun traveling companion or fun traveling wife. She's not. He would have fun going to Thailand by himself, but anywhere he goes with her, she's not fun. So I'm sure he wasn't crying into his pillow when he heard that she'd be traveling by herself and he would be free of her. I'm telling you, Salah, if you want to get away from Shantal, now is your chance. Do you hear me? Now is your chance, sir. Pack up the apartment. Pack up the cat and the hamster. You got friends. You got family members. Pack up everything you need. Talk to the apartment manager. Cancel the lease. Disappear into the night. You got family. You got friends. They'll help you disappear. Get gone with all this. You will not get a better opportunity than now. If you're waiting around for Kuwait to deny her re-entry, you might be waiting a while. It's always a crapshoot. It's a roll of the dice. She could try to come back to Kuwait and get denied, or they could not. They could let her on back in, and if they let her on back in, you're stuck with her for the next 60 to 90 days. And are you willing to put up with that? Can you put up with her for another 3 months? Like, how much tolerance and patience do you have left? If you're thinking that if you hang out long enough that the Shantal train is going to get profitable, if that's what you're waiting for, if that's what you're afraid of, that if you jump off the Shantal train too early, the moment that you do, the money's going to improve, let me save you the trouble. It's never going to get profitable. She lost the fire in her belly to make money a long time ago. She's not money motivated. She's lazy. She's complacent. She does only what she has to. And she's going to make sure that she doesn't make too much money, knowing full well that if she makes too much money, that if you get too much money, you're going to run off anyway. So she might be purposely not making money just so you're making just enough to keep you around, but not enough to do anything with. You feel me? Purposely keeping things at a certain level so that you can't run off and you can't escape her. So if you're looking for an escape hatch, you got to make one yourself. She's not going to give you one. She's not going to do you a favor and go home to Canada on her own without a fight. She's going to put up a fight. Trust and believe that. She's going to put up a fight. She's essentially squatting in Kuwait, and she's not going to stop until somebody makes her stop. You got an open window. Hop out of it as soon as you can.
Stay in Kuwait for, and
And I'm not saying all this stuff to Salah because I like him. He's a scumbag too. But I'm tired of this Kuwait arc. It is boring. It makes no sense. It needs to end. Somebody needs to end this. And I know she won't. She's desperate and she's lonely. She won't do it. They both have options on the table now. She could go back home to Canada and live off of Pete's. And he could just cut this thing off right now. They both have a fork in the road. And it's how they handle that fork that's going to determine how things go from here.
don't talk about. It's personal. So he has to stay behind for a little while. But yeah, it's fine. He's gonna deal with it. And
Like what if he comes to, can you imagine being Salah right now? What his thoughts are? Can you imagine his thoughts as he's sitting on the couch in the oceanside villa? What his thoughts are about her being in Thailand? He's probably sitting there right now, just thinking to himself, you know, she's in Thailand right now. And if I go to Thailand, what do I have to look forward to? What do I have to look forward to? I'm not going to have fun. I'm not going to enjoy myself. If I try to enjoy myself, I'm going to have to put up with a 550-pound, insecure, jealous, controlling, possessive beast who tells me what to do. That if I want to go out and enjoy the nightlife, she's going to make sure I don't. If I want to go out for a walk, the moment I go out for a walk, she's going to be on my phone insisting that I FaceTime her to show her where I'm at. My time is going to be dictated by her hunger pains. I'm going to try to enjoy myself, and she's going to be constantly texting me to get something from the 7-Eleven for her or go get her donuts. I'm not going to spend my time on vacation. I'm going to spend my time being an errand boy for food. Oh, joy. I won't be able to go to the beach. I won't be able to talk to anybody. It's not going to be a vacation for me. So should I go? Is it going to be fun? No. I mean, I'm sure he was happy to get to Thailand the first time. But after being in Thailand with her round one, he's not looking forward to round two. And maybe that's why he hung back. You know, as punishment. You know, go ahead and go to Thailand, Shantal. Be there on your own. Do what you want to do. I'll have some time away from you. You got some time away from me. We'll each have our freedom. You want to be a life vlogger, even though you have no life. Go do what you do. And let's see how far you get without me. I sense a fight. I think they fought. I think this whole thing is over. And maybe she's just trying to figure out a way to frame it all to where she looks like the hero and the victim. And she hasn't quite figured it out in her head yet. So she doesn't quite know what to say yet.
And inshallah, he will meet up with me as soon as he can here. He's going to book his flight.
If I were Salah, I wouldn't go. I make every excuse in the world. Babe, I tried to book a flight. They're all busy. Babe, I'm having complications. Babe, I got to take care of the business. Just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. At the same time he's putting it off, he's having a good time. He's making arrangements and he disappears. If he stays back, he could turn this into the biggest screw job on Shantal ever. And it would be glorious. It would be glorious. If he's looking for a way out, he's got one right now. He needs to take it.
As soon as he can. and meet me here. You know, we're going to be here for a little while, but it's really too bad. You know, he had to change everything basically. So luckily his plane ticket was refundable, but for a fee, but whatever. So he's going to just rebook his flight whenever he knows when he can come. So hopefully soon. I don't know exactly when. It just, you know, it was an unforeseen.
I agree with the theory that I think that Shantal tried to buy 2 seats, one for each of them. She tried that sneaky, shady business of, I'm just going to get 1 seat, he'll get 1 seat, and that way I'm not spending extra money for an extra seat for myself. The airline told her no way. So in order for her to get out of Kuwait at the time specified, she had to use both seats for herself, and there wasn't a 3rd seat for Salah. That might have happened. But if that is the case, this could be a stroke of good luck for Salah, and he should use that stroke of good luck and get gone.
Happened in his life, but you know, I offered to stay with him, and he was like, no, you know, just, I know you really wanted to go.
He would never say that. He would never say that. This is false narrative right here. Oh, he was feeling so bad, saying, I know how much you want to go to Thailand. She told us herself she hated Thailand. She hated the weather. She hated the heat and the humidity and people staring at her. She hated Thailand. So why would she want to go to Thailand unless it was because Thailand has the green shops and she want to go and get high? That would be the only reason why she'd want to go back to Thailand.
I don't get out when I'm in Kuwait because of the heat, and I wanted like a little bit of reprieve. And honestly, we really like Bangkok. Like,
of course you do, for reasons other than, oh, we like the scenery.
I don't know. I didn't think I would want to come back because we stayed here so long last time, but whenever you're away from it, like, it's a vibe. Like, I don't know, like, have you ever traveled to Bangkok or?
What do you mean it's a vibe, ma'am? How would you know about the vibe of Thailand or any place you've been in if you don't go explore? You don't talk to people. You hide from the public. You don't go out and experience the nightlife. How would you know about the vibe if you stay shut up in your room?
Thailand, you'll know it's like addictive. I don't know how to explain it. It's like just a really affordable, really nice vacation place, and there's so much like to do. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I feel bad. I miss him.
Yeah,
and the
sure.
pets so bad.
You miss Salah and the pets so bad. I don't see you crying right here. I've been married before, Shantal. I've actually been married, like for real, not fake married, not YouTube married for real. And just if I had to take a trip or be separated from my husband for a day, I would be crying. I'd be missing them. I don't see you crying over Salah. I don't see you crying over the pets. You look fine to me.
I'm glad that he'll be there with the pets to take care of them longer. They'll be at home longer. Like, I left him like a whole, you know, book on how to take care of them. The way,
like, he needs a book.
I do. He does too, but like, I'm their mom, you know?
Yeah, but you don't take care of your pets.
So, anyway, so that's why, that's it.
You know what, Salah, did you hear what she just said? She's basically implying that you're so stupid that you don't know how to take care of animals. And she's got to leave you a book and give you instructions on how to feed the hamster and how to feed the cat and how to change the litter box. She just insulted you, bro. She's saying you're dumb.
He'll come when he can. Inshallah. It's, you know, in the hands of God right now. But he's okay.
Oh, he's better than okay. You know what, Shantal, you always try to paint this picture of Salah can't live without me. He's so broken without me. He doesn't know what to do. I think you talk backwards. Everything you're saying about Salah applies to you. If you switch it around, there's more truth there. I think Salah is just fine without you. It's you that doesn't know how to cope. You're the one that always needs somebody around. You're the one that's codependent on people. That you need companionship. You do not know how to do things by yourself. When is the last time you've been by yourself? I mean, I've been watching you for years. You've always had a man around you. I mean, all the way back, you were with BB, and then you went from BB back to Pete's, and then from Pete's to Natter, then from Natter to Salah. You've never been by yourself. This is probably the first time you've been by yourself in years. So let's see how you cope with it.
I think I'll be okay. I am lonely, and it would be easier to travel with Salah. It's not the same without you, babe. Just everything reminds me of you here, you know. But anyway, you know, we never have any time apart, so maybe it's a little good for us, you know.
I'm sure it's really good for him, not so much for you. He probably needs the break away from you. I can't even imagine how exhausting you are. He's probably able to breathe right now because every time you step in the room, you suck all the oxygen out of it.
So we're gonna bees. We're gonna Thailand.
Oh, geez, we're gonna bees, y'all. You know what that means. We're gonna misbehave. We're gonna hit the green shops. And she did. She did a live where she was high.
And bees. Now this was just like an in-between trip. So like all of the places we were planning on traveling to, we were actually planning on traveling December, maybe the end of November, December, something like that, because the places we want to travel to are hot.
Like, listen, Shantal, you got all these plans to go to different places, but you're not preparing for your travels. You're not trying to lose weight. You're not trying to take care of your health. Obviously, you're low on money. You try to get away with buying 2 seats when you needed 3. You always travel broke. And you know what happens when you travel broke? That means you have very little money in pocket and you can only do so much. You never plan. You never prepare on any level. You don't prepare on the financial level, the physical level, none of it. So you can't have the best time. You're always going to be grumpy and angry. And if you're grumpy and angry, then it's going to make him grumpy and angry. I'm telling you, if Salah wants to get away from her, he needs to do it now. Because the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to get.
Like real hot. We're hot. Like it's summer, you know, like, and, you know, like Egypt, Morocco, Malaysia, places like that. Malaysia is kind of like Thailand, but we just really, really, really wanted to do like an in-between. Like I was like itching to get out of Kuwait.
All these plans about we're going to go here, we're going to go there. You don't even have any money saved up. You're not cutting back on your food habit to put money away for future travels. You're not trying to build up your stamina and lose some of the pounds so that you can travel much more easily. Like there's no planning involved here. It's just her flying on the seat of her Temu pants. And that never goes well.
A bit because of the heat. So I thought this is the easiest. I know this place. I've been here.
Yep, and she knows where all the green shops are, and that's the most important part.
I know what to expect. That's like less stressful for me than.
Why do I have a feeling we're going to go right back to that poutine shop that she showed us before, which is right next door to the green shop? She's probably going to get some poutine while she's there.
Not knowing, you know? So, yeah, like having to learn a whole new culture and everything on my own. So, yeah, I just thought like this is going to be better.
You were there for an entire month. And you did not try to integrate yourself in with the culture, the people. You weren't learning the manners. As a matter of fact, you were doing many things which would be considered rude by the Thai people, including touching people on top of the head.
For us right now, we're just going to do a little detour, like a little in-between trip to Thailand. We love coming here now. So and then we'll still, inshallah.
You know what? I think at this point in time that Salah, his happy place is not traveling with her. His happy place is just being left alone away from her. He didn't have to travel to find his happy place. All he had to do to get to his happy place was have her just get out of Kuwait. Salah, if you want to maintain that happy place, dude, I'm telling you, the window's open. Jump through it. Get to work. Pack up everything. Disappear. What is she going to do? If you disappear, you got friends and you got family. They can hide you. Get it done. Block her number and be done with this. You won't get another chance like this for a while. If you miss this open window, it's your fault. If she continues to give you more suffering.
Like travel like we planned before and do those places, but just when like in the winter, basically. We want to spend a good solid like month and a half in Kuwait in the winter to show you guys, like, do a lot of camping and a lot
You're
of
not going to go camping. You're not.
outdoor activities like that you can't do in the summer. But yeah, anyway, this is going to be a really long vlog.
Like this is all just plans, but nothing definite. I got a funny feeling, y'all, that something is up. Something weird is happening. So we will see if Salah does show up to Thailand. If he does, he's a fool. He's an absolute fool. I mean, he could be smart and pull a major screw job on this woman and disappear into the night. If he chooses to take this window and not jump through it and then show up in Thailand and deal with her and to just keep his fingers crossed that Kuwait denies her reentry, if he's counting solely upon that, that's not a good plan. Because if she comes back to Kuwait, he's got to deal with her all over again. So that's it for this video, for this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'm going to check out the live she did and see what to do with that. So until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.